worth up to $45 million for Kenneth Walker to join the Kansas City Chiefs, the highest paid free agent deal for a running back in NFL history, fresh off of him winning the Super Bowl MVP. Fellas, how do we feel about this deal, and how good does Kenneth Walker make the Chiefs?
Kenneth Walker, I love the move, Kenneth Walker to the Chiefs, because now the Chiefs get the running back that they need without having any questions of any rookie adjustments had they drafted Jeremiah Love. You don't have to worry about trading up to draft Jeremiah Love. Remember, the Chiefs sat at 9, the Saints sat at 8, I believe the Washington Commanders sat at 7. So even if the Chiefs sat at 9, there's a world where if they did not get a running back like Kenneth Walker, they would have had to figure out how are we going to get from the 9th pick to maybe the 6th overall pick to head of Washington in order to get Jeremiah Love. Instead, Chiefs get Kenneth Walker. He's probably going to be, not probably, he's definitely going to be better than Jeremiah Love would have been this upcoming season as a rookie. And on top of that, you still retain a top 10 overall pick. So now if you're the Kansas City Chiefs, offensively, you look really good. Travis Kelce's coming back. We'll get to that later. Kenneth Walker, you got him, and you still have that top 10 overall pick in the event you think you want to go get a receiver, or more importantly, in the event you want to trade back. Realistically speaking, you're still a very talented team. In the event you want to trade back and see what happens there. So I love Kenneth Walker to the Chiefs. I think it was brilliant by them. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Don't wait till the draft. Brilliant.
And another thing about the Chiefs is they haven't been throwing the ball well, right?
Yeah.
Can't really find a wide receivers he really wants. The guys he did have, some had issues off the field, so they couldn't be there for a little bit. And then the guys you did have from Texas, they've not been playing well. They haven't been balling. So we got to go to this running game. Now you get you like a bona fide number 1 top tier back and Kenneth Walker in the backfield. They already had good defense. This is a perfect matchup because now it takes a lot of pressure off Patrick Mahomes.
Yep.
Sometimes you watch Patrick Mahomes, he got to be so special, try to be so great. Now you let Kenneth go in there and ball out in the pass game, in the running game.
Yeah, no, I think being in a position to trade up for a rookie is just not a position you really want to be in a lot of the times. I think the Kenneth Walker being there is huge now for them. Obviously, they weren't going to be able to get Jeremiah Love at 9 now, as it looks like it's 7 and 8 for the Commanders and the Saints. They were looking to take him. So I think that was big news. Also,
but hold on. Before we move to the Trav news, Shady, do you think it was smarter to get K9 or try to keep that number 9 overall pick and get Jeremiah Love?
I think Jeremiah Love is going to be phenomenal in the NFL, but go with the proven product. I mean, you got a chance to get the Super Bowl MVP, like a real Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah,
and you got it. Right now, you can move that pick and get another player in the NFL, or trade down, get some more picks, or use that pick and get something you may need because you just lost 2 corners. The one thing about the Chiefs that people don't understand is that they've been good for so long, right? They can't pay everybody, but they do a good enough job in the draft. Think about that, though.
Yeah.
McDuffie was drafted there. The other cornerback, he was drafted there. They do well at drafting.
Yeah.
Ladarius Sneed, he was drafted there.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like now, okay, I get a top tier running back, and I can draft some other players.
How does Kenneth Walker change Andy Reid's offense? Because Kenneth Walker should be the best running back Andy Reid has had since you.
No.
Who?
Kareem Hunt, he had 2 years. It was the elite over there.
Okay.
Don't forget.
Okay.
Yeah, don't forget.
But remember, Mahomes has never had a 1,000-yard rusher.
Never.
Kareem Hunt had 1,000 yards before Mahomes was a starter.
Yeah.
But Mahomes hasn't had a 1,000-yard rusher as a starter since 2018. Kareem Hunt had 1,000 yards in 2017. Maybe it was Alex Smith. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. So, does this change Mahomes? Does it change Andy Reid?
Nah, at this point, man, he's like Tom Brady. We know he's great. He's want to win. People forget that Tom Brady, I played with him, and I'm like, damn, I've never seen a quarterback change a passing play to a running play. Like, nobody does that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody does that. And I think Mahomes is that type of dude. I want to win. Like, I've been on this throne for so long, and somebody finally knocked me off. Well, they didn't really knock him off. They knocked the team off. I got to get back there. So if it's running the ball now with Kenneth Walker, if it's looking at changing the offense, people forget that the Chiefs used to be a down-the-field, fly-high offense, right? Air on, and then that left, right?
Yeah.
You had Tyreek Hill, he left. Kelsey kind of got a little older.
Yeah.
Guys are not there around, so we had to find a way to win. Now let's win close games. Let's not throw the ball deep, and they've been winning.
Yeah.
So I love this move. Andy Reid is so smart. Another thing he did really well, he brought back the offense coordinator Eric Bieniemy. Now people's like, well, why'd you say that, Shady? Because you always said that he wasn't that good of a coordinator. Well, no, I said that I haven't really seen him be a coordinator. I seen Andy Reid call the plays for him. But one thing he's going to be good at is making them boys disciplined. Andy Reid's a little older now, right? Talked to him at the combine. He had a little knee surgery, whatever it is. But he's not the same. He's not yelling at the guys no more. He's not super on them about certain things. He's getting older. One thing Bieniemy's going to do, he ain't going to call no plays, but he's going to make sure them guys are in line. Hey, if it's 2 yards outside the numbers, it's 2 yards outside the numbers.
Yeah.
If it's high and tight, it's high and tight. Like, he's going to make sure they're going to be disciplined. And I think the Chiefs' offense, with that discipline there with him and Andy Reid calling all the real plays, they're going to be dominant again.
Fair.
Yeah, no, it's huge, too. Also, I like them keeping their other first that they got trading for Trent McDuffie. More Chiefs news, though. They're giving a free agent tight end, Travis Kelce, a 1-year, $12 million deal that has a max value of $15 million per source from Adam Schefter here. Travis Kelce, being a Chiefs. Does the AFC run through the Chiefs again with these moves they've made in the offseason?
I need 2 years to believe the Chiefs are like dead. It's hard for me to say the AFC runs through the Chiefs because remember how much they're losing on defense. But I love what they're doing on offense, particularly Kenneth Walker. Travis Kelce, I don't know what he is anymore. I don't think he's a 12. I know he's not a 1,300, 1,400-yard tight end. Is he still an 800, 900-yard tight end? Absolutely. Is he still a 7-touchdown tight end? Absolutely. But y'all got to remember, bro, they lost Jalen Watson. They lost Trent McDuffie. These are gigantic losses. They lost Brian Cook. These are gigantic losses. Leo Chenal, he's a player. He's a real good player.
Was good, yeah.
So when I think about the Chiefs, I can't say it still runs through the Chiefs because the Texans are making moves. Added Reed Blankenship to a defense that's already lights out. The Broncos, they're sitting here making moves. They're trimming some of the fat. They're making moves. And the Patriots, it's not like they're going to fall off a cliff. So I don't think it still runs through the Chiefs, but the Chiefs are going to get back to 10, 11 wins so long as Mahomes is healthy.
I can see that. I'm going to say yes. They've been dominant for so long. Dominant. 9 straight AFC East.
Yeah.
Or West championships?
Yes.
Come on, dog. Okay, so this year they missed one. Cool, it happens. Nobody's perfect. But best believe, though, they're going to come back for revengeance. I think with Andy Reid being there, Patrick Mahomes, who he is, and even Travis Kelce. He might not be the old Travis, but he can come there with an attitude. And then you bring in one of the best running backs in football with Andy Reid, the way he's calling plays, they're going to be good. They got Spags always been a good coordinator, so the defense is going to be good. They're going to compete. They're going to compete.
I think it's easy to discredit them and act as if they're just going to be done because their main core of players are getting older and now they lose one of their best defensive players. But this is an AFC side that just had the New England Patriots win it. The New England Patriots and Broncos were in the AFC Championship. I don't think they're going to be struggling that much longer. Well, actually, let's go ahead and get to the big news of the week. Le'Veon Bell calling into the show now.
Let's get it.
Going to give him a call back here. Big news in the boxing world. Logan Paul has essentially ducked this man. After calling him out, he accepted every single one of his challenges and whatnot. So we'll see if we can get him in the show real quick. There he is.
There you go.
He's in the building.
Round of applause, please.
How you doing?
Please, Le'Veon Bell in the